Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chesswise. Today we are at the next topic, that is how to build an attack. We are looking at the same topic. I have got a slightly different example here and white is trying to gain most of this position. The last black move has been QD6 and now white has to decide how to continue his play. Basically we are learning how to build the attack and what grandmasters do, how they think. We are trying to see the process. See, most players would go here with the move knight takes e7, queen e7. When we see that the move queen f3 looks very good, rook is attacked, but after rook b8, bg5, we can make out that black has the move bg7. Black doesn't fear bf6 here because after bf6, queen f6, after queen f6, gf, the pawn structure here weakens a bit but nothing serious, and we would say that white's advantage, most of it is lost. The white player on the other hand makes a master move here, queen f3. Firstly, it stops bb7. Now bb7 would be met by an e7 check and then queen takes b7. So what he is doing is basically is getting one tempo from the previous line. Not only that, he is forcing this bishop to the back diagonal. Only move bd7 we can see. Anyways, there is threat of an e7 followed by queen takes a8. Only way to protect the a8 rook. Now c6 is attacked twice. Now white goes knight e7, queen e7 and plays the move bishop g5. Now white has some interesting ideas here. It looks as though nothing much is happening instantly, but look at the first small threat here. White can go queen e4 in many cases because after knight takes e4, bishop e7, rook e8, we see that after be4, the a8 rook hangs, so there is no time to take on e7. So that position will be winning for white. Instant h6 looks like a decent choice because here queen e4 might allow the move g6 when the queen and the f6 both hang. But there also we can see after bf6, queen f6 also white is somewhat better. Also here white can consider bh4. When playing g5 is going to be very risky for black. There will be the queen move and then the break f4, which might become winning also for white. So black goes rook c8. As I said, instant c5 would have been met by queen e4. It was re1 taking control of the e5, and we will see he has a massive threat also. The point is, now if c5, then white goes queen h3, and after h6, because of the rook on e1, he wins after bh6, gh, queen h6. We see the deadly threat. Rook is heading to e3 followed by rook transfer. C takes d4. Rook e5 was another threat. This time rook e5 is met by rook c5. But white changes his idea slightly. qg5 check. These techniques are worth remembering. King h8. And see the method here. The knight is pinned first and now the rook is transferred from e4. Knight can't take on e4, queen hangs, and rook h4 mate is almost unstoppable. So white would win here. These games are masterpieces, one can easily say. Black goes rook f8. He makes space for his king in a different manner. Queen h3 once again. Now there are several moves which black can do, but most of them fail. Firstly, there is g6, but after g6, qh4, kg7, white simply transfers the rook. The rook now comes to f4, and we see that f6 would be lost by force. The move e5 looks tempting, but after bf6, it's game over. Queen takes f6, then d7 is hanging, h7 also hangs. After bishop h3, be7, white simply gains a piece over there. Black played the move queen d6. He was counting on this move because he thought that after bf6, gf, queen takes h7, king f8, the king will escape from e7, d8. This was a decent idea, we can say, but it's definitely a faulty idea. White finds the fault in black's play. He exploits with the very strong qh6. Stops king f8 and creates another mating pattern. These mating patterns are very important. We should try to remember them. The threat is basically, let's say if black tries to just get his queen to the other side and all, by say queen d5 or c5, then there is a simple mating threat. Bishop h7, king h8 is forced, and now after bg6 check, king g8, queen h7, kf8, qh7 checkmates. Bishop and queen both managed to attack the f7 square. Black must have seen this, that f5 is there to block this bishop's attack. White goes re3. White's play is as simple as it could be, and he is simply transferring his pieces to the king side. Only move queen d4 to rook g3 check. Now there is king h8. Black was hoping for this defense actually, but as is the case with defense, the defender has to rely on just one or two squares. Attacker has multiple choices. White goes with the very simple c3, and we notice that this queen now struggles to find place, because after cq g7, rook g3, queen is pinned. After queen h8, it takes away the square for the king. Rook g3 would mate instantly. Queen has no other place. e5 and f6 are guarded, so it was time to resign. Black resigned because after qg7, rook g3, qg3, hg, there is nothing much to play on for. We saw how simply the master forced the black player to move his pawns in front of the castled position. This is the technique which we are trying to understand and trying to cover as many examples as possible of forcing the opponent to move pawns in front of the castled king and then creating a weakness and converting it into a winning position. I hope you are finding these lessons useful and instructive. Do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.